They are dead on the next turn from 3 different cards. And this is a... like, whatever they name, we will just play the other cards. Oh, no, we don't play Bloodletter in this deck. And now they need to deal with Painful Quandary. And guys, this will be painful for them. And I wish I could spend 1 extra mana, but Terminus is a little bit too slow. We need to already start killing creatures, guys. We need to kill every single one of them. Weaver is actually fine. Like, this is the type of creature that can stay in the board and not take over the game. So this is good. This is good. And this also means that we probably can ramp with Terminus. I would love Annex. Don't get me wrong. But I love extra mana even more. And we already can make an extra play, so that was a really nice turn to do it. Let's go. We get one of the cards that is not a land probably. So we can hit a creature or a pump spell. Let's see which one is it. It should be a pump spell, yep. Because creatures are very valuable for this deck. Like, they don't have too many and usually they're very strong. I'll take it. And even though we lost the... No, this must be a bad decision. But I guess they don't know that we have second, so it might look good on paper. But I'm really happy with it. Can we do it? And we are 1 mana short. We could Hostile Investigator into Bandit. That would be perfection. Instead we can make the demon, but let's be honest, they will Sheltered by Ghosted. Like, there are no different ways to go about it. So I think we just go Investigator and threaten the trade. They can double strike this guy and force us to trade here, which is bad. We could also go Demon, but then they go double strike Sheltered. I mean, I think this is better because it will get them to 0 cards on the next turn. Because they will draw something, play something, and they will either unload everything or keep 1 card. We also get the clue, and we can force potentially a trade. I think this is a decent play. Like, it gets us ahead in the board a little bit. Maybe not ahead, but you know, we can be there. That's 10 damage with flying and double strike. That's a lot. But okay, they didn't go for this, you know, roll thing. Alright, I mean, honestly, it's not the absolute worst. However, we are short on time, so we need to, you know, wrap it up. I think we go Bandit talent to make sure that they are in full top deck mode. That's really important to get them into this RNG territory, because then they very often miss and, you know, they pass the turn. Don't use... okay. Clues are a little bit slow here. I think we can take damage because next turn we go for the demon. This is a little bit risky. Like, we are taking 2 extra damage. But we also get new cards. And we can use this extra mana to, you know, do the thing. At most they can deal 5 damage. 7. So, man, this will be incredibly close. I think they will enchant this, right? Huh. Oh, this is interesting. I will gladly trade. Because we have more creatures. So this is actually really nice. Saves us a bunch of life. I'm really happy with this trade. They also kinda wasted 1 mana for this 1 scry. And okay, so we definitely need to make the team. We could go Sanctuary and Intimidation Tactics, which is a really good deal, man. That gives us but man, if that was a creature, they would play it, right? They don't run 3 drops, like, it's too expensive for it. Like, this is literally deck full of 1 and 2 drops. So it must be a protection spell or something they keep for this card. So let's just go for the huge demon. It is what it is. I guess they could... wait, how did I count it? Right, because we don't need Sanctuary to block them. It's actually extra play. Okay, so that was better in every way. This is fine. This is fine. It's still worth it to check the card and have the chance of discarding, because we will win on cards anyway. Vendor. Okay, we are making progress. They actually cannot attack on this turn. Okay, I think this is where we start winning. Because they cannot burst us, and also they cannot really attack. And this is where we absolutely shine. So let's go for what? Probably the Quandary to get the lethal going. And some Bauble, Burglar. And it always sounds fun. And we chill. This is the last turn basically, right? If they want to start playing cards, they will take so much damage from the Quandary. Okay, down to 5 and they lost. Because now we can attack. I guess they can use the spider to chum block, but then they are not winning the game. I think they need to swing, man. Yeah, they need to somehow try to force a leaf, but they just don't have enough. And if they attack with this has no vigilance. We can tank it and block the rest. I don't think they have a good way to attack at all. Yeah, Duress, of course, not the best draw ever. We could go Sanctuary. So if we attack with Demon, obviously they have to trade. This is an interesting one. I think we might be forced into Sanctuary, but we should still have 2 extra mana. Thanks to Terminus. We still need this untapped. Okay, not the draw we needed, so we will just go with Sanctuary probably. If we attack with Force a Trade, is it even good for us? I think it is. I think it is. We will have a demon, so that's fine. We could even block twice, but then we lose both demons. Okay, so we go for this game plan. Swing. Also, they cannot play cards because they're at 5. So if they play a card, they take 5 damage. And they don't have a way to get 2 cards on the next turn. I mean, this is a bit of a force block, so I don't think there are too many choices here. I mean, they can lose the game. That's a stylistical choice. Because I think the end will be the same. So I guess it would be, you know, cooler way to go. Let's put it this way. And let's turn the Sanctuary so we live gain. They also don't really have much time. The problem is that they are dead on the next turn from 3 different cards. And this is a... Okay, pretty low on lands, but with annexes we should be able to do it. And with Duress we know that it should go through negate. Alright, I'm not reading the rest. All I see is a blue counter spell and I know exactly what to do. And we will probably get strategic betrayal, I would guess. Maybe the leak of wrap. Those are, yep. We need to hit the land on the next turn. If we miss, we probably will fall off very quickly. So guys, cross fingers, let's be good at Magic and not miss the most important turn of the game. We didn't, and with this, I think we can win the game. Alright, this was the most important part of strategy. Drawing this land was the key to winning the matchup. And now we are actually in, honestly, like driver's seat. So, this is a control deck, so creatures will die very quickly. I don't think we want double Annex, but wait, we have this card. Our deck is discarding stuff, so we can hit Duresses and stuff. And we can level it up. Always nice to get this 1 mana going. So this will be wild, and our opponent will not make a play probably. And just try to kill demons for next few turns. But you can see that they have a lot of sorcerer removal, which gives us first trigger. And I want those extra cards so we never miss land drops, and we also get Duresses, Cruelty, this type of stuff, so we can mess their hand a little bit. I'm fine with it. Name your card, because we can win with anything. Like, whatever they name, we will just play the other cards. No, we don't. I love playing against Ancient Vendetta, because I think it's like 95% that they will miss completely. Because we are playing, off-meta deck, so they have no idea what we are doing. It's always a mess, and to be fair, they never wait to see enough information, they just guess blindly. So this is a full miss. The only upside is that our opponent knows the full strategy, and now they need to deal with Painful Quandary, and guys, this will be painful for them. So I would expect them to not play a single spell for the rest of the game. Like, seriously, they will just keep passing the turn every time. Okay, so how do we do it? We need to be pretty efficient now. They will discard this land, not much we can do about it. So let's go for talent. This is why we went for double Annex. Normally this kills you. However, with this card you can use those cards to get rid of their cards, which means that Demon stays. Okay, and Cruelty discards those 2. So they only are left with 1 surprise card. They can get Terminus. This is actually so sweet, man. It will ramp us for the next turns, and we have so much mana, that so many cards, that we only get upside from this. So we get them to 1 card. I think this will stay, and they will discard those 2. Especially after the absolute fail of Ancient Vendetta. They probably won't be extracting anytime soon. We need to hit something that hits hand. The damage is nice, but still we need to somehow get the last card, and then we can go demons and take over the game. We can still probably take over the game even without discarding, but this card can be very powerful. I was literally thinking about this one. Okay, so they hope to top deck Monument and win the game. I mean, guys, I think we should be doing it. So Monument is their only like win con. And this deals 6 damage in 2 turns. This deals kinda the same. And it's harder to remove. And it's cheaper. I should probably count every single mana and make the exact play I want, but here I think it's good enough. We swing, we go double Annex, and we would also activate Talent. I think we chill. Guys, I will be a greedy boy, because if we can set up the Tinybones, we can steal the creature, maybe even play it immediately. Let's go. There is small chance a creature won't die on turn 2. I know it sounds crazy, but there is a chance. Because they might go for the Badger, I guess. I'll take it. Guys, it's still fine. Is it though? Is it though? We can steal the... Okay, we'll just steal whatever they have. We'll just play their Badger. They have more than one, right? Okay, we know what they play. We could just play the Elf and ramp with it. I'll be honest, this is a good play. Thank you. Wait. This is Exile effect. Oh, that's bad. Well, that doesn't work with Tinybones, as I expected. Okay, lesson learned. But this is... Guys, this is good. You're watching it, so you'll never make this misplay. And I hopefully won't make it after seeing this one. Yeah, usually, like, this is why I've avoided negotiation. Ruthless Negotiation, that was the card, because it exiles. But I forgot this one also exiles. But it's still good, I think. I think this card is so good in current meta that it's still worth it. So what do we go for? We could sweep the whole board, which is incredible. We will still win this, guys. We could also steal a card, but they will decide, so I think it's better to go for this. If you can get rid of the Badger... Wait. Oh, this will be even better. Yoink. Do you block? They didn't. So 3 damage. It would be even better if they block, to be honest, but we will take it. So now our Tinybones doesn't die because it's a very durable bro, and they lost everything. So now no Badgers, no ramp, and hopefully no lands from the top. Well, not really. What is their play? They can remove the Tinybones or go for Tyvar. They decided that Tyvar is more important. Alright, we'll see. We will see about this one. Let's Bandit, Talent, and probably Annex. I don't think Tyvar is very good here. Like, it actually does nothing alone. It gives the target for the Space Dragon, I guess. Disclaimer. Not exactly a dragon, but it's still a Space Dragon, you know? Alright. We could go for a 1-drop, but we don't have good ones as creatures, sorry. So let's go for Annex and get some, you know, juice going. Sorry. We cannot really attack here, but we can draw cards. Okay, this answers Tyvar. That's a good one. I would expect they go for the Space Dragon, but they need to top the clan for it, so this is not a guarantee. That's like the best case scenario. And if we want, we can go for the Nature's Rhythm, but with Annex we have probably like more problems with tempo than with cards. So I don't think it's like incredibly important. We don't block here. It's still good to have this, so if we draw any kind of discard effect, we can instantly seal the card. That's great, but do we want to give our opponent extra turn? I don't think that's the good game plan. We could go for the demon and start live gaining. That is probably better. Then they cannot really attack us. We know that they can go for the Space Dragon on the next turn, so removing this would be a big deal, man. I mean, like, big deal. If we activate Sanctuary, we are 1 mana short for every play we want to make. Do we play into them getting mana screwed and that kinda wastes our turn? They will kill Tinybones at the end step. They can just block easily. This turn is kinda awful, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably like the worst turn we got this game. Because we are basically playing 5 mana to remove a small creature. I mean, they can, but it doesn't do anything. Well, I guess it's still better. They don't know what the next plays are. And I guess we could use... Man, harmonizes from the graveyard. If we play this, they also get it, which is kind of fun interaction. I don't think we have anything we can search with it. So let's go for the Bandit talent. Not impressive, but it's a play that is highlighted, you know? Do we deal damage? I mean, they will just kill it, so we might as well. We want to kind of go for the... shoot the sheriff, so the demon maybe stays later. It's not looking great, man. You can see how hard it is to play Painful Quandary when every single turn is like death sentence for you. If we drop this, we give them full turn, and then they ramp, go Space Dragon, get 3 creatures pumped, and we are done. So we need to kinda lean on them getting mana screwed, and we helped it with the Pollinator, and now we have enough mana for actual plays. Okay, this is huge. I think now we can do it. I know you guys want it, so let's go for it. The Overlord will flip, so the next turn will be a big one. The next turn will be a big one. They will have so many creatures. Oh, I already got the comment, but Sloth, it's an like a tree looks a little bit like an outlaw, you know, hiding in the spot with bag of stolen goods. Like, that definitely gives you a bit of a, you know, outlaw vibe. Alright, so they actually cannot kill it. That's kind of unfortunate in a way, because that means this kills our demons later. So they are going for the play they wanted since the start, but at least now they have to discard maybe some... Oh, wait, we are getting the Space Dragon! Tinybones doing work! But now we have the stuff. So this might allow us to, you know, go for the actual gameplay. We are pretty low on life though. And we drew a lot of lands on this turn. Oh man, can we? This is a great play, but we might die before we do it. Do we still have one? I removed. I had Aklazot at first, but we don't have it anymore. They will discard probably this. Man, I cannot discard any cards. I guess we have to chomp. That's really bad. And we'll still die. That means we just make the demon. This is the play for this turn. Oh, unfortunately, I was so excited about having some Space Dragons in my mono black discard. But you can see that the pressure is insane. We can kill this, but we needed Heartless Act. At least we are life gaining, so that helps us a little bit to survive, but we are getting spammed with a lot of lands. We don't play too many, so definitely should not be getting flooded here. Here's the Badger. Man, Quandary is our only hope to just get this, you know, like basically trying to choke them on value, tempo, and, you know, like cards. I'm not sure if we get there. I think we will die like moment before they kind of run out of gas. But at least we can block something with the demon. Like, this is actually preventing Space Dragon from attacking. Okay, we get the land for free then. Man, this is so painful, and I don't mean the Quandary. Oh man. Guys, subscribe, because this video took a lot of pain to make. All I'm gonna say, man, it's so hard to play something interesting in this meta. you know, that just tries to kill you on turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And every turn you just spend the whole turn to not die. But here we are, trying our best. We definitely played the land. Oh, we don't have Tinybones anymore. Okay, I see. I see how it is. Well, this is looking a little bit grim for our opponent because we are winning the game just like this. Man, Ozai's Cruelty is actually lethal here. So yeah, if you wanted, man, this Painful Quandary, I think it dealt some damage. So it actually, I think, won us the game. Down to 1, please. And you know what happens when they are down to 1. They die to Annex. And we managed to beat the like World Championship deck with a discard. So I'm so happy. Are you excited for this one? Because I already see how we are discarding cards and drawing more. And that's all I care about. Man, this is perfect. We are drawing extra cards for free, and our opponent needs to discard, you know, theirs. So let's see what the matchup is. Human, so uncounterable combo win on turn 4. That's my guess. Let's go with Bandit talent. It's pretty early, but I don't think we have much time, guys. We are in the late game. Here we go. Here we go. Like, you think it's a joke. Guys, in 2 turns we are losing the game. So we are literally on a clock. Like, we have like 2 or 3 turns to somehow steal the game. And I'm not sure if we can, honestly. We probably have to go for this guy. Even though Annex is amazing, having this guy in the board is just a nightmare. So we might as well level up. And let's see, 2 more turns. And this is crazy. Like, I'm not a fan of combo decks that literally go, okay, I play the card. Like, there's no back and forth. Like, there's no like excitement. Oh man, what do I do? And that's one of the gripes with Cavern of Souls I have. It kind of defeats the counterplay, right? But so I think we go Annex. With this we can Duress. So next turn is not fully game. They have only Arden, man. This is a weird one. So for example, if they have Cavero, they reanimate Arden and hit us with Terror of the Peaks, and we probably lose the game. But if we hold, we do like 0 progress. So do we take this 1 turn as a risk and just let them win? Because we can prevent Arden. This is such a huge tellman that we have something, but I will take the risk. If our opponent plays well, they will see you know, what we are aiming for, and they won't make the play. And then we lose the turn. Dredgers, and yeah, I think it wasn't a good play. It's better on the next turn because we can hit Annex into removal, which is kinda, you know, the correct game plan. The problem is that we might not hit a land, and then we waste another turn. Yeah, as you can see, they didn't go for the big stuff. Oh man. And they keep milling. Here's Cavero. But hey, at least we are playing longer than turn 4, so I'm excited. Alright, so they will swing. I guess we can just Heartless Act this. Bitter Triumph is more versatile, and we will pay 3 life at some point. And let's chill. And indeed we miss. But to be fair, Intimidation Tactics. Is this the piece that we needed? Oh, I'm getting the jiggles. But this actually might let us take over. This is funny because this is the card that I initially did not have in the deck, and then I remembered, hey, Intimidation Tactic is pretty good now, and I put few, and man, I'm starting to be very happy about this decision. We have Quandary, but it's very expensive. I mean, very expensive. You know, it can be played after the game is over on turn 5. But we are joking in some ways, but the truth is that when you have combos that literally finish the game on turn 4, generally 5 drops are not a thing. Because why would you play a 5 drop if 4 drop wins the game, you know? So I think we take 1 more risk. They have awakened the Honor Dead, so they can answer enchantments. Yep, 1 is in the graveyard. We don't know if they... Those 2 cards are very important. But we cannot really get them, right? I think we go for this. if we can survive one more turn without the combo, I mean, there's a chance maybe. And oh man, our opponent doesn't seem to be familiar with the card. Well, they are for some Root Awakening. Do you remember this card? I played with it. It was a really cool one. Honestly, it's going great. You know, the fact that they don't have the combo and we messed their it's exiled, right? We messed their Overlord, which was supposed to take Cavara on the next turn. Like it was actually close. If we didn't have Intimidation Tactic, they played this, take Cavara. They can discard few cards. They can get rid of this round, it's free. So good call by our opponent, and now we need to be ready. And we might still lose, right? Because the Cavaro just wins the game, like literally. Which is always fun. I think we should just print a card that says I win, and it's 4 mana. That's close enough, right? I'm not salty, you are salty. Alright, so what can we really do? I mean, not much. They play Cavaro and win. And this is why you don't really see strategies like this, usually. Because with this type of deck, we also have Kona, which does exactly the same thing. Basically, turn 4 is end of the game. So we can play between turn 1 and turn 4. And you also have Badgers that kill you on turn 3, I believe, or turn 4, something like this. So basically the game is between 1 and 4 lands, unless you have full deck built to interrupt this, which is control. Alright, so I'm not sure what we can do here. We cannot discard all of the cards. We probably go Bitter Triumph. So I think the best play we have is this into Bitter Triumph, but I mean, they have lethal on board basically. So I don't see any way to prevent it. Like, we are 100% dead here. And it's kind of fun because on one side you have a lot of cards in Standard, but with the like powerful decks like this, you basically have 98% cards of Standard cut out. Like, they are just unplayable. And you can see why. It just won't, man, you need so much time to finish the game with this, and your opponent wins the game one turn earlier before we even start playing this. So now they get the Bringer, and with Terra I think it's over like probably 30 damage or something. And by the way, the second 2 triggers thing is kind of wild. I've read it in the comments, I didn't realize it. Yeah, and I mean, the stats on the creatures aren't the biggest, but we don't play sweepers. We generally try to go card for card, and that's it. Outplayed. We can get Tersa. But of course they cycle a lot of cards, so it's still good value for them. Even if this dies instantly, it's still decent. Let's kill it. I think we need to use Regent, but the problem is that we need to hit a removal for this, and it keeps growing. Maybe they won't pay more mana in the future turns. We can go with a Swamp to not show the demons. Like, when you see this card, you know that there's Annex in the deck. So we can go either Annex and Demon on the next turn potentially, or just hit 2 cards, showing a little bit our hand. I will go for 2 cards, because maybe you can do it again on the next turn, maybe, and get them to 0, but with this pressure, it's such a problem, man. Like, this Heartclaw will kill you alone if you don't answer it. Man, those were bombs. So that means they have 4 amazing cards. Okay, and if we were on the play, we could actually sweep this, but on the draw we cannot. So I think we go for Regent. This has to do, guys. At least they didn't pump the Claw, so the stats are not as high as they could be. And I mean, they need to attack to get the trigger. And if they Lightning Strike, they don't have 2 mana, so I think this is helpful. Do you want to target? Probably not. Probably not. We'll take... What? Yeah, I was like, I'll take it, man. So even though it hurts like crazy, it's not too many plays. Like, it's just a temporary thing. We could go for the Demon here. Make another blocker. Make attacking even harder. Man, this is not a bad game plan. And then we go Annex and take over the game. We take 2 damage from the Lizard, right? Oh no, the first one is 1. So we take 1-2 damage, we're at 5, and then they need to find the rest. I'll be honest, I think this is the best risk. Like, we need life gain desperately. And Demon will also help defending like a lot. Like, it's very hard to go through this board, so they need to rely on burn spells. Viper is fine, we are not about to cast spells for a while. Man, we can actually try to sweep, but for now I think it's better to go for this. They can go for the Hellkite, which is probably the game plan. We can take 2 damage for Heartless Act. We can go for 10 damage, and we are this close to killing them, but we are not there yet. They also take damage from the lizard, so sometimes it might matter a little bit. Okay, burn. Okay. That's a little bit scary. But it's not that's why this... You can see why we need this Annex desperately. Going back to 5 from 3 is insane difference. Okay, so they are going for the Hellkite, and we'll see the attack. We have this one removal, but it you know, hurts us a little bit. Let's see, it should be full swing probably. Really? Really? Okay, this is decent. Wait, do we win? So we can kill the Hellkite, deal 12 damage and then go for Cruelty. They're at literal 1 right now. As long as they don't attack, we are fine with it. We could also go for Scavenger and sweep those 2. It's not bad. They can turn Sanctuary on the next turn. So if we sweep those 2, we take what? We take some damage from those guys. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because then we have more mana on the next turn, so we can play Tinybones and Regent. I guess we could also just play Regent and keep Heartless Act for 2. Maybe this would be a little bit better play, because we don't need to take the damage. And as you can see, it's kinda the play we are making anyway. We cannot kill them, right, with this extra damage. It's what, 10, 12, 40, they're at literal 1, man. Yeah, that's so close. That's actually so close, man. Okay, so we just make a wall of creatures. We go to 2. They cannot kill us yet. They don't have flyers, so we are overkilling them by a lot on the next turn. So that means we don't need to attack. I think we'll win this. Like, they cannot deal 4 damage unless they have Burst Lightning specifically. And they cannot really attack. I guess Lightning Strike and Higher Claw kinda does the job. This is not good enough. We won. We won. They can go for Sanctuary because it's highlighted, but it will be tapped. And on the next turn they are dead. I mean, beating Mono Red with this card, always fun thing to do. And let's just make sure that our opponent knows that we see the play. We just didn't go for it because it wasn't needed until this point. That's a very decent swing. To be fair, if they hit Lightning Strike, Hardclaw would exactly get them to lethal. Even if we kill it with blocking, you know, that would be lethal. But we managed to find the line. Well, I hope you enjoyed some painful quandaries in your life, and man, they were pretty painful for some of our opponents. However, before we start with the classic outro Sloth things, you know, just to be real with you guys, the deck is not like crazy competitive. It's very hard to go for any kind of discard strategy right now because the meta decks are steamrolling everything so hard with the craziest synergies ever. They kill you on turn 4, they just create the whole board on turn 3, like, you know, crazy stuff. And even with sweepers, very often you cannot keep up. So, you know, just to get real with you. But we'll talk about some replacements because I think we can make this deck a little bit better. But first, our absolute legend for today is Pixel Means, our newest addition to Hall of Fame. And I mean, my friend, I know you enjoy some, you know, fun decks, so this is probably like the most fun discard we have tried so far. So I hope you enjoyed it. This one is for you and really appreciate your support and all the discussions. I enjoy talking about the deck, so feel free. And Okay, so for the deck itself, I kinda struggled. Like, this had few replacements. We didn't start with Terminus and Tinybones. I didn't really know how to approach the strategy, and we have some good angles. However, Regent, it sounds good on paper, right? Because you have ward, discard a card. That kinda synergizes with your opponent having like no cards, so they cannot target it. But I think the Black Sun is a little bit better still because it disables all the abilities and sometimes it's just more useful, and it's pretty much mostly because the Regent targets stats. However, the Black Sun targets converted mana cost, and most of the 1 and 2 drops are kinda oversized for their cost. Like, the synergies are getting wild, so 2 drop can be, a 5/5 very easily. Scavengers are 10/10 for 1 mana, this type of stuff. Not Regents, but the other Scavengers. So basically, I think this is a little bit not reliable enough, and Black Sun at least can target 1 drop for 3 mana. It doesn't care about the stats, so I would probably replace those. And I was thinking about making the whole video now as I'm editing it. I think against Zulta you probably need 4 lanterns because this is the only way to prevent the reanimation. So and you can always cycle them. So maybe we should get 4 lanterns in this deck just to make it better against Zulta reanimate. I think this would be a good strategy. Like, Intimidation Tactics was incredible good. Like, this card nearly always hits. And yeah, we have Annex here, so the curve looks a little bit better, and this is here, so it looks a little bit better. And this usually is like a 4-drop, so it looks way better when you organize it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me if you want more discard. This video was created because you enjoyed the previous discard, and I thought that, we can roll a little bit more because I enjoyed this type of strategies. And yeah, thank you to all the patrons that allow the dream to continue so we can make daily content, and really appreciate it, guys, and I hope you are having a blast watching the channel with all the new strategies and some of the old ones, but Ozai's Cruelty definitely helps with the whole discard thing. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you guys tomorrow. With